Hello, my friends. This is our warm-up video with our basic warm-up exercises and therapeutic movements. So glad you can join us. We always start with pelvic tilting. You can inhale and arch your low back, hold it, and exhale and imprint your spine. And again, inhale and arch. And then exhale. Remember, you're bringing your pubis bone towards your rib cage and pressing your navel to the floor. One more. And back to our neutral position. So you have a normal curve in your low back. And find your hip bones that poke out in the front. Come in about an inch on each side for the internal obliques and alternating. Pulling in with one side and hold it so you feel the muscles engage, and then release. Then the other side, we're alternating 4 times. Inhale as you release. Exhale as you contract. Try to flatten your abdominal muscles and pull in the rib cage. Let's just do another one on each side. When you come back to the center, your hip bone should be level. And you have a natural curve in your low back. Then we begin the circle pattern. Inhale towards your tailbone. Semicircle to your right hip. And around to the crest of the iliac. And up the left side. Inhale, arching to the tailbone. And around again. Remember, you exhale as you press your back in the floor. And inhale right at the end. One more time around. So 3 circles the same direction. And then we'll change direction. And exhale. Remember, you can't move your legs. Trying to isolate through the pelvis and release at your hip sockets. One more time. Okay, then we're back to our neutral pelvis position with a little bit of an arch at your low back. Remember to pull the rib cage in so we're not letting the ribs lift up. Now lift your heels off the floor so your toes are touching. And then you bring one knee up towards your shoulder and toes touch the floor. And again, alternating one leg at a time. Always keep in mind the purpose of the exercise. We are stabilizing the low back with the abdominal strength as the legs move freely. So there's no extra movement in your spine. We'll repeat again. Isometrically contracting the core. Then we slide the leg down straight, extending it all the way out. Flex the foot and draws back in. I need to move back a little bit. And slide the leg out. And slide back in. You can flex your foot on the full extension also. And then try to keep your leg as loose and light as possible when you return. One more time on each side. Okay, then the rotations. We open the knees apart. The heels are still lifted to take weight off of your feet. That recruits more work in your abdominal muscles so you're not letting your feet just rest on the floor. And if you want to try that, your feet rest on the floor, your abs will loosen up, and then the spine will want to arch. So let's come back to that braced position again and repeat. Open, close, last one. It's working around the hip socket. Then the internal rotation, wiggle your feet really wide and let your knees drop into the center. So now the stretches in the outside of the hips and down the side of the legs. Remember, if there's any discomfort in your knee, then just flex your foot. We're going to increase the rotation with one side on the stretch. Let's start with the right leg. And then you can bring the same arm up overhead. Don't worry about your form, it's just a nice stretch. Nice deep breath. Return your right arm to your side. Switch legs to stretch the left leg and reach your left arm overhead. And then bringing your left arm down at your side, open up your knees and walk your feet back to the neutral position so that your heels are right under the sit bones. So the next series is the shoulder and upper back placement. Reach both arms straight up to the ceiling. You're gonna lift your shoulder blade off of the floor and then press it down flat. And we'll alternate 4 times on each side. So there's 1. So as you press your shoulder blade into the floor, feel like you can open across your clavicle bones and keep this nice and open. And 3. And 1 more time. You should feel some activity between your shoulder blades. And then that helps to stabilize the position of the shoulders. Now we open the arms out to the sides, apart, and returning up to the sky. And exhale. So you're practicing moving your arms and maintaining strength across the upper back. And last one. Don't let the shoulder blades move and your collarbone move. Lowering your arm down to your side. As soon as you feel your shoulders start to roll forward, press that back and maintain the strength in your core. Then we'll alternate this one also. So if you're standing upright, we want to have this nice posture of the upper back being flat and your ears are right over your shoulders. Same principle as you reach your arm overhead. And then return, reaching up, reach back overhead. So notice in your own body, if you release and allow your ribs to lift, stop at that point, increase the latissimus dorsi, and maintain that rib position. One more time on each arm. Good, then activating the spine a little bit more with a half roll up. Lift up, get those shoulders back, and flatten your abdominal muscles, and then rolling back down, bone by bone. Good control on the descent, and then roll up. And lowering down. 2 more. And last one. Okay, a little more stretching before we get into our vigorous work. So bring your left knee up towards your chest. Extend the right leg on the floor. Then as you flex and point your right foot, it's actually nerve glides that floss through the muscles. There's also increasing the circulation, getting some lymphatic return. And then we extend the left leg up for a hamstring stretch. And then flex your foot back. And a point. And a flex. That increases that stretch right behind your knee. Now curl your toes and pull back. Curl your toes and pull back. Good, so you go through a full point, you curl them and then flex. Full point, curl them and flex. You should start to feel the bottom of your foot, plantar. Okay, and then 5 circles, 2, 3. Nice big circle, range of motion in the ankle. It also helps those nerves that glide through our muscles. Change directions 5 times. Then pulling your knee in high towards your shoulder. And extend your biggest stretch. Pull in high, good. Keep your foot on the ceiling. And then press into the stretch. Flex. Press. One more. Oh, this feels wonderful. Okay, bend your right knee. Put your left foot alongside the knee as you rotate over to the right. Rotation in the spine. Your left arm is reaching out to the side, palm up. And then open and close your hand a couple of times. Again, that pumping action for the lymphatic return and the nerves that glide through our shoulder and through our elbow, all the way down into your fingers. Turn the palm towards the floor. Flex your palm up. Up and down. Palm towards the ceiling. And slowly bringing that left leg up. Then we start the other side. Bring your right knee in. Slide the left leg on the floor. There's a little uplifting feeling in that right leg. Adding in the ankle pumps on the left foot. And then the right leg comes up to stretch. Carefully pulling back those toes to increase the stretch behind your leg. Flex and point a couple of times. Okay, then you curl your toes and pull back. Curl and pull back. Good. Try to extend your leg all the way straight, terminal extension. 5 circles. And then 5 circles the other way. And then our PNF stretching, pulling the knee in high. And extend that leg out with some resistance. Pull the knee in high. And then extend straight. Knee in high. And extend straight. Pull the knee back. And extend. Bend your left knee so your foot's on the floor. Bring your right foot to the inside of the knee as we twist over to the left, and rotation in the spine. Open and close your hand a couple of times on that outstretched arm. And then turn your palm down towards the floor and extend your wrist back. Turning the palm towards the ceiling and hold. And carefully bringing that right knee up. Back to our neutral position. Both arms reach up and press the shoulder blades back. Maintain the neutral shoulder position as we continue our full roll up. Lifting up tall, and then forward in your stretch. Articulate your spine into your seated position. Get those shoulder blades back. Bend your knees and to the floor. And up again. 4 times. Tall.
your seated position again.
Bending your knees as you descend to the floor. Keep the chest open. And one more time. Really get your spine up straight, engaging your back muscles. Start at the top vertebrae. Sit up when you're ready. From here, you get to select one of the workouts. So we'll have some rock and roll workouts and some chill and some other variety of exercise plans for you. Okay, keep exercising, stay healthy.